Hey, Rainey and Mary Jo and Nico again. I'm going to go ahead and spotlight Geshe's view. He should be here in the next few minutes. Hi, Venerable Lobsang, Damcho. Hi, Julie. I love that background, Venerable. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I led prayers last night. I forgot to take it down, but it is beautiful, isn't it?
It really is. Geshe is here.
If you're in the Gampa, please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll begin with the 7-limb prayer. Gosungu pegane chakshalo no shami trulchatrin malubu togmene sagditung tam che shak che page Jairong Korwa Matong Bardulek Shugne Drola Chuki Korlo Korwa Dong Dag Shen Ge Nam Jang Chuk Chen Porngo. And on pages 97 and 98, the short mandala offering. Sashi Puki Chukshing Me Tok Tramri Rabling Shi Ni Degen Padi Sangye Jingdu Mikte Uwa Hidro Kunam Dog Jing La Chu Parshok Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Kichu Kukala Kense Chutin Trig Jitar Tsampe Dulce Zinma Lazap Gechuki Charpawab to soul Idam Guru Ratnamandala Kam Niryatayami. On page 98, Geshe will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chilien Gi Pesunam Gi Drala Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Chang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chilien Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Sanje
Chudang Soki Choknam La Jang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chilien Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Nada Lame Mena Miyani Mono Jaji Lazo Chuji Chola Chama Jalan Sanje Aso Rado Chuji Neve Jama Nida Chuji Tambe Chuji Jene Deshi Namo Lai Keda Nuda Nijingi Tibo Nada Me Gena Nando Akunya Nana Nana Tamje Keda Nada Kange Tuse Nyeso Ne Tawa Tamje Mambe Tambe Chuji Nene Mako Tamjala Chase No Good evening. Good evening. Please bear with me like a few minutes, okay? Okay. Come on. No, God. Please visualize we just did the refugee bodhicitta prayer, is done. Now visualize a space before you or like on your head, forefinger above your head. Medicine Buddha, medicine Buddha. Kundo ngombo means blue color, the body color is blue. Chagye, the right hand holding plant, medicinal plant. It's called Arura. The name of the plant is called Arura. On left hand, meditative positions and holding of the bowl, the small bowl, the black color bowl. The bowl is filled with medicinal nectar. Top of that, there's another medicine Buddha, red color. Hand mudra is like supreme giving, hand gesture, supreme giving. Top of that, orange color, teaching mudra. On top of that, pink color, meditative positions, both hands. On top of that, medicine Buddha, yellow color. Teaching mudra. Another medicine Buddha, supreme giving, hand gesture, hand Buddha, supreme giving. Then the last one. Giving protections, hand Buddha giving protections. All of them wearing robes, saffron color robes. But the body color is like the last three yellow, then pink, then orange, then red, then last one is blue, main medicine Buddha. Sitting in full Vajra cross on lotus and the mundis. Now visualize making all kinds of offerings. Flower, incense, waters, perfume, food, music, millions of them, to heal yourself, heal loved one, close one, friends, family members. Visualize all of them like us around you, all of them. So each medicine Buddha met the wishes. Each one of them met a wish. That wish, according to Medicine Buddha Sutra, it says it will come true during the degeneration time. Now please visualize the mantras, central heart of Medicine Buddha. Then light emit from the mantras. So then while I say the Medicine Buddha name, so just visualize the first Medicine Buddha dissolve into all the healing energies. Or if you're having hard time visualizing Medicine Buddha shape, so then you just visualize like energy, a form of light, 3 yellow, pink, orange, red, last one is bright blue, right above your head. Just imagine each, when I say the first Medicine Buddha's name, so then visualize that light dissolve into second one dissolve into second one, then eventually all dissolve into the blue light, then the blue dissolve into your body. So the same, everyone that you have been visualizing, same you visualize on the head, you visualize, okay? So that each time when I say medicine for the names, you're supposed to say 7 times, but I'm going to say 3 times each one. Then visualize the light, the energy, healing energy, form of light, that dissolve, okay? Then purify all the sicknesses. All the problems that are related to the mind also, okay? 좀 되게 되게 와나도 마야나 방도 배단데 살려 봐요. 라바제 자물라 저절로 쳐도 저도 줘. 좀 되게 되게 잡아다 마야나 방도 배단데 살려 봐요. 라바제 자물라 저절로 쳐도 저도 줘. 좀 되게 되게 잡아다 마야나 방도 배단데 살려 봐요. 라바제 자물라 저절로 쳐도 저도 줘. Please visualize deep down from your heart the fast healing energy dissolve into next one, which is like yellow color, and purify all the sicknesses, mental difficulties. Now the second. 좀 되는데 제가 완나다 마야 나만도 배는 좀 모션다 나와나 빼면라도 좀 개발해 제나에 진짜 몰라서 저던저던 좀 되는데 제가 완나다 마야 나만도 배는 좀 모션다 나와 빼면라도 좀 개발해 제나에 진짜 몰라서 좀 되는데 제가 Then the power of healing energy increase. So now the second that dissolve through crown chakras. Imagine all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulties, such as stress, fear, anxiety, anger, attachment, ignorance, all of them completely purified. And number 3. 좀 대대대 제자반다자 마야 다마조 배단제 세사티 메린제 난도 슈도만라 찬설로 슈도 잡도 좀 대대대 제자반다자 마야 다마조 배단제 세사티 메린제 난도 슈도만 자설로 슈도 좀 대대대 제자반다자 마야 다마조 배단제 Now the third medicine Buddha, or the healing energy form of yellow light. Third, the power increase, dissolve into through your crown chakra, purify all the sicknesses, mental difficulties. Then healing energy continue to increase. The power of the healing energy continue to increase. Now number 4, pink color. That's dissolve through your crown chakra, same, purify all the physical sicknesses, mental difficulties. Five. The orange color. Contain last 4 healing power. Dissolve through crown chakra, purify all the sicknesses, mental difficulties. Number 6, red color. Combination of last 5 healing energies altogether. So that's the red. So now they dissolve through the crown chakra, purify all the sicknesses and mental difficulties. Now the last one, blue, dark, bright blue. Rajamaya Dabanzo Vedanya Mejela Bili Jamala Jazolo Chudo Jalo Cheo. Now that is the combination of all the 6 healing energies. So they dissolve to your crown chakra, purify all the sicknesses, mental difficulties, particularly anger, attachment, ignorance. And all the karma that throws us into lower and completely purified. Then please imagine, everybody you are imagining around you, when we say the mantra, just imagine they're hearing the mantra, even just merely hearing the mantras will purify. Just imagine they're all hearing the mantras, okay? Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bena, we all say together, Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendwaya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate So Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendwaya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Sabya Buddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Om Namo Bhagavate Bhekade Guru Bendruya Tambarazaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Om Bhekade Bhekade Maha Bhekade Bhekade Raja Samugate Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Rambaranzaya Tatangadaya Arahade Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Begaze Begaze Maham Begaze Begaze Raza Samuk Om Namo Bhagavate Begaze Guru Binduya Rambaranzaya Tatangadaya Arahade Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Begaze Maham Begaze Begaze Raza Samukade Soha Om Namo Bhagavate Begaze Guru Mendoya Tamba Razaya Tatangataya Arahade Samya Sambuddhaya Teyat Begaze Begaze Maam Begaze Begaze Raza Samugade Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Guru Mendoya Tamba Razaya Tatangataya Arahade Samya Sambuddhaya Teyat Begaze Begaze Maam Begaze Begaze Raza Samugade Soa Om Namo Bhagavate Begaze Guru Benduya Tambarazaya Tadangadaya Arahade Samya Sambuddhaya Teyata Begaze Begaze Maha Begaze Begaze Raza Samugade Soha. All the people who are sick, may they be free from their sicknesses. May there be no more disease in the world. May all Mother Sentient beings have happiness. May all the lower realm will be empty of sentient beings. May all the Bodhisattva prayer to be materialized. People who have physical problems, wherever they might be living in, or like mental problems, mental difficulties, such as fear, anxiety, stress, addictions, all of that, wherever they might be living, whatever part of the world they're living in. May they achieve the best happiness due to merit I just created by practicing medicine Buddha, reciting the merit I just created by reciting, visualizing medicine Buddha, hearing each medicine Buddha named 3 times, the merit created by reciting medicine Buddha's names. May those who are like physically, mentally sick, wherever they might be living, say may they achieve the best happiness. So then all the healing energy now dissolve to your crown chakra and remain in your heart till you heal, completely heal, physically, mentally. The very purpose of doing that is to benefit others, to heal others. So that we already received the empowerment from Lamrim last year. That each individual seven medicine Buddhas empowerment we received from Lamrim. So that also makes a big difference when you do the practice, okay, saying the names. So that then we'll stop here. So, so now donut and cookies. Oh yeah. What stands number?
We're on 35.
We finished 34.
Yes, you talked extensively about contentment.
No, that's why maybe I'll repeat this. Number 34, I'll just do like a short review. Okay, short review, brief review. No la charge pangyo bandambaresa. No la charge pangyo bandambaresa. Dam means advice, giving advice. Giving advice on not to attach to wealth or possessions. Dam means advice. Chi no lonje la minjawa rimboche la so mambu yeja tetam jinanda chodo choba de kayeshana. Generally speaking, there's all kind of wealth, all types of wealth. But what is the best among those? Tanga digido sambe chojderes. The best wealth is contentment. Contentment. Contentment is the best wealth. Chosheba sheba nisa. Rangla se no longe digido. What is contentment? Oh, like feeling is it's all right. No, life is all right. No, should not complain. It's all right. Everything's all relative. Because they know there's something to eat and like. Some of you experience hunger. So like back in 1970s in monastery, there's no enough food. So a lot of monks, they go hungry. It's not just, it's not like, so now you are not hungry, so that needs to feel blessed. What if there's no food? What if you don't have means to buy a food? There are people who doesn't have, and there are probably people who go, hungry. So, but you hear, you don't see much. You hear. There, when someone say hungry, that means literally hungry. Means there's nothing to eat. There's no place to go. You get food. There's no like Meals on Wheels service. There's no like food bank. When they say hungry, they mean really hungry. So it's like physical pain. So Rangla say no longer digido. So now thinking, it's pretty good now. It's pretty good. So something to eat. Sage digido. Food when it's come down to food, pretty good. That's more than enough. Feeling is more than enough. When it's come down on like wealth is more than enough. Or it's important to ask what is the limit? There is no limit. There's no limit. How much you need, how much you want, and how much you need, how much you want, there's no limit. Longevity, no, that's wealth. Now that wealth that I have is more than enough. That's called contentment. What is contentment? That's what is more than enough. The mindset is more than enough. That's the contentment. Samadhi, everything's all right, everything's all right, like that. Yabu yu samba shigla kogu yus, yabu yu samba yus. Contentment should be understood. Everything's all right. More than enough. So that is contentment. What is contentment? That's contentment. I had everything I needed, and I had enough, more than enough. So then that's the best, that's called best now, wealth. That be chosheba teni no time in the rub the chubas. So that wealth is the best. Chodo chubas, rub cho level, tamitum besons. Who said that? Shakyamuni Buddha. She tumba, zobe sanje chumde de sumba res. Shakyamuni Buddha was born in royal family, had everything, and then left the kingdom, went where? Wilderness, middle of the forest. So kind of that very like decisions itself speak, no need to say much, the decision that Princess Siddhartha made, so that decision clearly indicating something. It's not here, but need to remember, okay? Tumba Zobe, Sanjay Chumde de Kandajarun, then like you say that's taught by Buddha, so Shakyamuni Buddha, then who's Shakyamuni Buddha? What he looks like? Lami Tumbaja, Lami Lai Tumbaya, Me Tumbaya. It's like the leader of celestial being, leader of the human beings, and whatever Shakyamuni Buddha said, there's no mistake. Tina said, therefore there's no mistake, because he's not saying to gain something, material possession, because he left all the material behind. He went to the wilderness, there's no material things. So that person more likely is not going to say something that's not truth. So there's more than enough, that mindset is called contentment. So that's very, very important, very, very important. So that's advising, Master Nagarjuna advising his friend King, directly, indirectly advising all of us. Be content, be content. Doesn't mean should not have anything. Be content does not mean should not have anything. Be content means think grateful, think think what you have is more than enough. Think like that. That kalde kalde cho chenna cho shebate chona yunasa. If you have contentment, nor mido chance, even though you don't have any material possessions, you no longer you no longer menayas, yangda job las, you are musu you no longer chimbo yoga tabu, and then you will achieve degree of happiness without having any like Milarepa. Kora semba chibu gabo, because mind is happy, peace, mind's in peace, mind's happy. So then mentally there will be no difficulties. Okay. So now the sentence number 4, what if you don't have contentment, what happened? So there's the downside of the next stanza, number 35, is like not having a contentment. What is the downside? Or like if you are not content, what's the problem? So problem, the Nagarjuna explained, then we'll see if there's a problem. Tibe toba chitar dungal wache, toba chumnam teda malates, lucho namla go chinye pas, telejuven dunga tenye lucho namla. Yeah, namla.
Good sir, just as those with many possessions have problems, that isn't the case with those whose desires are few. As many heads as the foremost Nagas have, that many problems arise from the gems that they wear on them.
나가 테마인비 쥐지 찬에 조심해나 주노롱지 진예je 태점지 메편바 농알로스. So if you don't have this mindset, oh, I had more than enough. If you don't have that mindset, you are, don't matter how much you possess, you are considered as a poor. Poor. You are not rich, you are poor. As I said, I went to Taos, spent there a few months with one of the American professors teaching us kind of English. Then in that room is filled with antique from Africa. Who owns that? Called Mr. Tom Wall. He owns almost half of Taos. And very, very rich. But all the employees not happy. Why? He wants them to work for 7 days a week. They don't want to work. These are sitting there doing nothing, just a room filled with antique. Who knows, maybe each piece costs like thousands of $1,000, not benefiting anyone. Still not content, still thinking to make money. I never saw one time, I was there 2 months, never saw he came one time in that room. This house is filled with antique. So see, doesn't matter, you are poor. You are not rich, you are poor. Why? Because you are looking for more, always. And expecting employee to work for you 7 days, they don't want to work. And the people in town, are they happy you are there? Looks like they are not happy. So you hear from them, they don't say very nice things about that person. So now, how much mental happiness that person has, that's hard to understand. No? So, no matter how much you possess, doesn't much benefit, not that, plus then there'll be suffering of worrying about somebody's going to steal, it's going to be fear of stealing, somebody stealing, how to protect, and all kinds of worries after worries. Tibashe jabula burnes, tibashe jabula burnes, tiba. This word, Tibetan word tiba, means hello, means calling king, hello, something like that. Jabula burnes, shindu shishin, toa dan demba chuji, serochis. Master Nagarjuna telling the king who are so peaceful, so calm. Basically saying that you are one, you are who is very calm, very peaceful. Pay attention to me. Toba mangbo des, toba mangbo, too much concern. Toba mangbo des, because there's a lot of concern, worry. To know mangbo yobatel, dewa yotam, Nagarjuna asking the king, who's probably Nagarjuna's friend in the camp, Nagarjuna asking him, do you think the people who have a lot of wealth, do you think they are happy? Do they have happiness? They want to know the Toba Mambu, the Juno Longji Mambu Yobal, Dewa Yotam Shanada. No happiness, not just that, top of that, lot of complications, sufferings. Chida Dunga Vates. And wondering how come so much suffering, how come? Don't understand. Dunga chimbu tendra washik dava chuan namla. Yo mare sam, yo mare sam. Dunga chimbu tendra washik dava chuan. Person who has less desire doesn't have that much suffering than person who has so much wealth, because there's just worry about the wealth. Just that is, mental suffering. Ngala juno longje sheta kuji mindus. Nga digido sambe chosha vanamla deva chunga shi jus. Who you call like someone who has less desire, or you call someone who has less desire, how you call them, someone who has, what do you call them, someone who has less desire, you call them content, someone who's content. Why? Because they think they're more than enough. They think they are more than enough. They are not looking for more. They are kind of content what they have. Okay. Tina deva chunga namla tetabi dunga chimba male de shiyo mares. So therefore, those people who are content, they don't have much suffering that rich people has. Lonje mena yang choshi yebe mena ya choshi yebe china tel dunga mandes. Even though there's not much wealth, but you have the best wealth, which is contentment. And as I mentioned before, what is contentment? Thinking, oh, I have more than enough. So that is quite important. That's why now the analogy, tell a pesha was lucho namla go chinebas. She lui jabun namla to good denga. Lucho namla go chinebas, lucho lui jabun namla to good denga. The denga is like kind of ornament, like a snake head. Lunam joba chembo kanda joba tela go mabu yejans. The we human don't see naga directly. What we see them as like frog, snake, what else? Something like that. That's what is mentioned in the teaching. We see them as a snake and a frog because we can see them, their original form. We can see them. So doesn't mean it's not there, but so there's even one. How to say, things happen in like was one like when Samula used to sponsor this monk, old monk, Geshe. He used to sponsor. Now I think he's already passed away. He monastery we have huge kitchens, so he take he's the chef. He sleep in the kitchen. That's where he sleeps, but he has separate house. So his whole life he's serving monastery. Whole life he's been, So the pillow that he used is a piece of log. I thought, like, how you can sleep on this log? It's like kind of like solid wood. Says that he very much needed that in order to wake up in the morning. He's been working there since I can remember. Like there things happen in the kitchen, so that he saw certain things in the kitchen. How to experience very much sounds like Naga. So then every year there's monks from Drepung, Ganden, Sera. They get together. They study 1 month like course, like they debate basically Buddhist epistemology, the debate about that, the text, Dignaga, Dharmakiti, Dignaga, they compose about all the mind and mental factors. So there's every year the course that goes rotate. Sometimes Sera Monastery, sometimes Drepung, Ganden. Drepung, Ganden is only one night by bus from the Sera Monastery. They go there every year, not whole monastery. The top from the class, they select few from one class, then they send probably 100 monks to the top from the class, they send that, then they debate. So then when you go there, so they host you. So when they come here, so then you host them like, and they're then monks don't have like big rooms, so they take hosts. What happened? They end up sleeping in the Gompa monastery, so that's where they put all this mattress. So they say like at night there's like kind of babies that comes inside their blanket and goes in and out, in and out. That happened a few times. So things like that, you don't hear here, but how you explain? So what happened, like our college is called Tihor College. Tihor is like the Geshe Sambo's motherland, called eastern part of Tibet. That's called Tihor. So all the people who comes to the monastery, so they all put into this Tihor College because they all speak the same dialogue. So the people from North Carolina, they put their North Carolina house, they all put it there because they all speak Southern language. Then it's very easy to communicate. So that because Tibet, we have many different dialogues spoken in Tibet. So make sure then so then when they all get together in the debate courtyard, so they created one language, Tibetan, which everybody kind of understood. Otherwise, people from Amdo, I cannot communicate with them. I don't understand the Amdo dialogue, His Holiness native place dialogue. Very, very. Even they say, I'm going to cut your ears, so I have no idea what they're saying like that. Very like, people from Eastern Tibet, when they come to Central Tibet, they have problems. They can't really communicate. But they all read same letter, same Tibetan letter. But when they talk, then there's big problem. So who knows, there are like things happen. So what I'm saying is like there are Nagas probably, but we don't see their real form. And like what there's a movie called Beauty and Beast. That beast, sometimes they look like man, appear as a man, but real form is kind of like scary. How they got that idea, At home, it looks like frog, but when you go out, it's like very handsome man or handsome woman, very handsome man. But in the public, it looks like frog, but actually it's not frog. Like that. One of my point is, we can't deny, it's not good to deny simply you don't understand or you don't see. That's not good reason. So you need to, when you deny, you need some like concrete reason why that's not. But there are all kind of. So then also this idea of the mermaid, how they get that idea? How like. So then all the ideas in like Lord of the Ring, trees walking, all of that. I was like, this guy, I'm not sure where this this director or producer get these ideas. And even the Star Wars, or certain section of Star Wars, they speak Tibetan. So when the first time when I'm watching with Steve, 20 years, maybe more than 25 years ago, I realized they are like little creatures in the wood. They are talking Tibetan language. How they get this idea, putting Tibetan language there? Nobody understands here. This country, a lot of people they don't understand. But it's no sound. They are like saying Tibetan, run. Somebody's coming, like that. So then the Lucho Namla Go Chinye Bas, she Louis Jabo Chembo Namla, Trungue Denga, Mambuya was Louis Jabos, Lujaka Unyagan. So then in the 35 Buddha practice, so then they are also mentioned like king of Naga mentioned in their text also. Then, like the ornament of snakes on the head, like probably like that, a lot of them. No, nam joba chumbo khanda yoga teta go jamangu ilas. And on go chini nasa go some of like there's one like maybe it's not real or not. There's one the movie that made in China, like called like Tangsen Lama. So one of the Chinese monk, this is his journey going to India, seeing Buddha, bringing the teachings all the way back to China. There's all kind of problems. That time there's no train, no airplane, mainly ride a horse or walk. And that, so in that movie, so then they showed like underground Nagaland, kind of interesting. The movie they shows, and unfortunately it's in Tibetan, so very old. I don't know, you cannot buy. Maybe it's very old. No, go chini yo na tele ju dunga je teni yo to shem go re re no dunga yo. No, so animals, two head. Nowadays you see human with two head. You know, sometimes. Or you probably could say, closest thing you could say is like genetic defect. That's what you could say. In reality, who knows? No? Basically, the bottom line here, if you have more head, there will be more suffering. Yeah, that's true. Like similar, like having a more wealth, there will be more complications, more problems. Similarly, having more, doesn't have to be head, also like just look at the finger. Each one of them, no. Each one, if you harm each one of them, that kind of cause problem. If there's one, there's less likely, less risk. If there's more, the more likely you can damage one of them. If there's only one finger, then easy to take care like that. Oh yeah. Then I juno lonje kazu yona ya tella then tab madi but kamam. It's not definite. It's not definite. It's not saying, oh, someone who has more money, they are going to definitely suffer. That's not the case. Generally speaking. Someone who has less money, someone who has more money, who has more worried. Of course, person who has more money, they're worried. When the stock market goes up and down, it have impact on them. Someone who doesn't have money in the stock market doesn't bother because there's nothing to begin with. There's nothing to worry because there's no money to put in the stock. Yeah. So like that, that's what it means, okay? Ta shiba longju ji yanwa sum la sum, longju yanwa la sum. Yanwa la sum, chimta la chaba pa, sila chaba pa, ni la chaba. So, this is, we are just learning. So then, do what you can do. Then do it well. Don't think that I'm going to do all of this life, hard problem. Maybe you could, maybe you can. Hard to say. It's all depends on the circumstance. Right now we are just learning. Okay, that shiva longju ji yanwa la sa, longju ji yanwa. Distraction by wealth, chimdala chapa pawa. Distracted by family, distracted by food, distracted by sleep. Police one, state number 36.
Avoid taking these three types of wives, those whose natures are to associate with your enemies, like assassins, to be contemptuous of their husbands, like baronesses, or to rob and steal even little things like thieves.
xie sung de ti je zu long je nam la cha chen pang ge ba de je tang bu chung ma la cha chen pang ge ba tang so should not mistake between love and attachment. Love does not necessarily cause pain. Attachment does cause pain. So need to be aware. Need to be aware. There is way to love without attachment. Is that possible? It's very possible because Bodhisattva loves us more than we love ourselves. Bodhisattva loves all of us more than we love ourselves. Or what you call unconditional love. So, teach the long journey la chache pongo. Ta tangbo chuma la chache pongo bas. Teya chuma dubu pang ne yabu dam kyos. Ona chime dubu kanda yore china rang shinji rang la neba chal chuba jab singe dungs. So there's the commentary. The commentary is not by commentary that I'm reading is not by Nagarjuna. It's not by Nagarjuna. It's by one of the scholars, Tibetan scholars, not by Nagarjuna. So now chuma means wife, dugba means not good wife. Pan yabud damga, so you should not choose bad wife, maybe choose good wife. Or not, they say, what do you mean like bad wife? What do you mean bad wife? Bad wife, someone who harm you. So that goes both ways. Same thing goes both ways. Guide to Buddhism like talking about women's both. Same goes to both men and women. Goes both ways. If you put both of them there, so then, you can make stanza. There's too many words, you can't make stanza. So, sometimes, Geshe Sharaf in like one time in the Santa Fe Center, someone come and kind of arguing with Geshe. Then I said, Geshe, you should tell them, because Geshe is explaining in the Guide to Buddhism, some women is disturbed by their mind, disturbed by what Shantideva said. Without really understanding the meaning, you can't just rely on a word. You can't rely on, ultimately you can't rely on a person, you rely on the teachings, what the person is teaching. Teaching, there's a meaning in a word. You can't just entirely rely on the word. You should rely on the meaning. The meaning, there's one meaning is interpreted, one is definitive. So you need to rely on the definitive meaning. And eventually, then you need to depend on like Namchalam the Ishila things. You need to depend on the wisdom. So, and clearly now, like you probably are going to face same problems. Somebody says, Medicine Buddha Sutras, who taught? Shakyamuni Buddha taught. Clearly said, I also myself met someone in Washington, D.C., American woman, by the way. She told me, Geshe, I wish I could be born as a man next life. No, she's not. So those people, Shantideva, praying for those to be born as a man, because they are like, whatever reason, they are like suffering. And then when you go to India, Nepal, there's tons of them. When you go to Middle East, there's tons of them. Simply no right. So if you ask them, they will clearly say they don't want to be a woman. So very basic things, like even just, it's kind of heartbreaking, just very basic things. I've been going to bathroom all day long, impossible like that. How you can live your life. And here probably you don't understand much, but there are still a lot of them. Then Shanti, there was no prayer. Those who were very much suffering, simply being a woman. So then Shanti prayed those to be born as a man. Oh, okay, so for the sake of knowledge, need to explain. Otherwise, people may think, oh, you are just making this up. You are not making this up. You can't just look at one teaching and just believe, but you need to look at the old teachings. Okay. So now how you define the bad woman? So bad wives are someone who's harming you, fighting with you, saying bad word, and maybe hitting, like treat you like enemy. Dada wochene, dande shema, that would this like this. Ngara singing shema do yana pangus. No, shema like usually means like she means like butcher. So if it's something like that, so then that's considered as like bad wife and bad husband. Both of them like go same way. Yang gaji du ngaja chembo rangi chim tabla nyeju chikis. And someone also like who has a lot of like very arrogant and like don't respect you, then like don't treat you with dignities and always like look down. That's probably so. If there's like choice, so then the Kadama Master even says that avoiding the object, the negative mind will die down slowly. Because it's very hard. Stick with the object. You are not here, this hand, this side, you are not free from delusions. You have delusions. And there you're sticking with that and like not like how you say, not practicing consistently, knowing the practice, but not really putting into practice is very hard. So therefore, Kadama Master, you in that case, better to avoid the object or leave object behind. You'll be more successful than sticking with the object and trying to apply antidote. It's very hard. So, or maybe like Elise, so you only 6 o'clock, that's where I think about all the problems. Not right now, so not a time. That's also a very good method, If you want to complain, get angry, maybe 6 o'clock, wait. 6 o'clock, then you are okay, so that's good luck, so that means you succeed. Maybe tomorrow, like that, that's also very like practical method, So telling yourself, this is not the time, wrong time, like that. Then Geshe was very arrogant. Then Jemo Ham, Pemo Tabuchen, Kanang, Nejuche, Kanang, giving order, then abusing, saying like a harsh word, then hitting. You don't see this here, you don't see here, In America, everybody sue everyone. People like to sue. Here not happen. When you go there, India, in Nepal, you see like, oh, this like gap between, rich, sorry to say, but generally speaking, more arrogant, more pride, poor, than like, seem like even when you look at National Geographic, the weaker animal, they have been abused. Same like in the human society, like their gap between rich and poor is very obvious. Here, everybody go to store, you can't tell who has money, who doesn't have money. Everybody walk in, so nobody say, oh, how much money you have? So then nobody asks, then everybody goes. There, poor people they have like, they can even think about going there, so they say, they're so scared that you are not qualified to go there. This is very expensive. even though it's not expensive. So anyway, my point is to be huge gap, very visible, very, very visible. So then you see like the people like the boss slamming like worker employees can say anything. You cannot sue. If you go to police, more likely you are not going to win. Like that, you see many times. Then you know, kind of heartbreak. There's nothing much you can do. Then young guys don't there's a pride. A bus driver, they are a little late. The owner of the bus, all the clients, they are there. The owner of the bus gets a minute. After like 1 hour, the bus driver show, grab them like that, you know. So like need to go because you probably have family to feed. There's nothing you can do. Go like that. That's like very like poor. So they're arrogant. You know. The jiva ka na ni ju jiva singing dong so that hit. We kajen tang so that abu chinge ji chuma de pangos. If somebody is like that, either husband or wife, so it's probably not good to be with. 대신 내가 가시니 꿈마다고 이거였어. 중우 꾸와서 빼나 중우 초마도 꾸마 and also someone who still not good to be 다보이는 중마지 숨보대다 방금 숨바이너스 다 근데 so now one more stanza then I'll stop. Okay, one more stanza. This letter to friend is very long. So Nagarjuna makes sure that the king has all the happiness he needed in order to run the subject. So there's a lot of advice.
37. But one who, like a sister, is compatible with you, or like a female friend, goes straight to your heart, or like a mother wishes for your welfare, or like a maid is obedient, honor her like a family deity.
다 된다 나라라 충마 솔도 충마 야고시 그랬어. 충마도 충마 야고시 그랬어. So then whenever you are looking for a wife, so then you need good wife, or you are looking for husband, you need good husband. 충마 야고 간다서 what do you mean like good wife or good husband? Same thing. 랑게 싱못다고 chen cewa yabu chingesa. Cewa yabu chingesa, like someone who loves you, yeah, of course. Kang love na nikesa, or whatever you say, pay attention or listen. Ngarang Jesu tumba. So that means like after reading this. So then you also realize, you are not going to say, you are going to say something disrespectful, harmful. You are not going to say that because you all read this. So therefore, like, if you find whatever you say, listening, around the Jesu tumbo, and like get long, teaching the Zamut is a promotion, and like, real friend. Like friend, that you feel in your heart, deep in your heart. Like all the chores that's been taken care of, well taken care of. Young Marsh and the painter was like, like a mother. They always look after, no matter what you do. I rang pula chide yabu, pemba yungu samba. Oh, taking the rala pen dog into chumache. 제모주도 옹주 가임받대 변나 용무 따부식이나 저랑 디두지 딜레 되는 대신도 랑게 주마대 때문에 가임 뭐지 되나 리치 사실 kursiya bache. So then you can put it like you can put it up there. 그래서 yeah, Indian has like thousands of culture in India. Some of them are very good culture. And they call their wife Devi. Devi means like a goddess. So they know that, of course, when you do like self-generation, what you're going to practice, you put something red here, called sindur. So then, husband puts wife there, and it's kind of like making offerings with respect and dignities. But that's the idea, but unfortunately it doesn't work it like that. So when it used to be like that, an idea, they will know. 사실 너 그러셔봐 대답이 충만 남이 소주 릭 미냠베 주임베자 야보 저랑게 충만 주무 대답을 야보실라네 텔라 하시고 야보치고 숨버렸어. Then Nagarjuna advising the king, you should get good wife or queen. Once you find that, then worship them like Deva, don't just treat them like object or like a servant, So you should probably, Hashi means like celestial being, you should probably respect like that, like celestial being. So need to take care well. So then maybe we'll stop here. So then next one is like, so this is all about like distracted by like family matters. Now second one, how to avoid like attachment to food. Food. Yeah, so much. You want to say something? Okay. So then this is the part, when we say the food offering prayer, this is the part that says, so maybe Tamula read please this stanza. Yeah, stanza number 38. This is good to remember. So food offering, that's the very commonly said, this one.
Rely on food in the proper measure, like medicine, without greed or repulsion, not out of vanity and not because of showing off, and not because of obsession with health, but merely for the sake of maintaining the body.
So that's one of the prayers. Utilize without attachment, anger. I think that's very good advice. Then, like saying that without attentions, so then it's just mumbling the words. So anyway, all my friends here, so our attentions need to improve whenever we do, whatever practice we do, make sure we keep, every mind come with the 5 omnipresent mental factors. And one of them is attentions. It's there, but it's not always there. So meaning that the mind is not functioning the way it's supposed to function, because there's no attentions. So, shut up. It has everything. It has wisdoms, 5 omnipresent mental factor. First, the Tsowa Duje Semba Reba Hirachaba. Tsowa feeling. Duje so, this is this is that. Semba attention, Reba contact. Hilachaba means like there's like, look at 5 omnipresent mental factors, look at them, 5 omnipresent mental factors. Each thought, primary thought comes with that. seeing a prayer wheel, that's the function of primary awareness. Shape, the color, the design, this is all done by secondary mental factor, such as 5 omnipresent mental factors. These are called secondary mental factors. They are the one who's, big, small, beautiful, nice, not nice. These are all primary mind, just see the object, that's all. Function of primary mind is just see. All of the feeling, like discriminations, attentions, all of that. That's a good to look. 5 omnipresent mental factors, good to know. So that each mind comes with that. So if there's nothing, so that means that mind is, the awareness is not functioning way, function is not the functioning way it's supposed to function. It's not interacting with the object the way it's supposed to interact. Therefore, there's no feeling. Could be meditation, could be reading, spiritual practice or something. It's not like, it's not functioning in the fullest level. Okay? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so we'll stop here.
In the Gampa, please turn to page 235 in the Gold Prayer Book. Gewadi nyor judam lama sange truk yorne droma chikyam malupa Dei sala gupashog Jangchuk semchok rinpoche ma ke panam ke gyurchik ke wanyam pa me payang gong me gong du pelwar shog Jampel pawo jitar chen padang kum tu zangpo de yang de jin te de da kungi jesu dak lok jir ge wadi dak tam che rak tu ngo du sum shek pe gil wa tam che ki ngo wa gang la chok tu nak lag de Dakshe gewe tsawadi kun kyang Zangpo chirap tu gawargi Dagi jine sakpe gewadi Tendrang do wak kun la gang pendang Shepar jetsun lo sang drak pai Tenpe ningpo ringdu selje shog. And on page 244, the Long Life Prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Gangri rawe korwe jim kam dir, pendang dewa malu jungwe ne, chen re zigwang tenzin gyatsoi, shape si te bardu ten gyur chig. On the next page, for Khensen Rinpoche, Jetsun Lobsang Gelek. Jonu ye nagla wangjor tu awatare tsen barap sotpa lobsang gilwe de tong lek pelchok jaser genjur lama sol wajeb. And on the inside back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Chögyam Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Now on the inside front cover, for the long life of Geshe Gelek. Gewe lam nadren pe de punchog, leg she dam parter we nyen morje, chuki tsawa mi tong she nyen chog, drag pa pong we lama jog ten chig. And for Geshe Sangpo. Gewe chuki bog chog rob ten ching, pel den la me dam nak ning la chang, zang po ja wei nien shen da je pe, she nien chen po ku che rob ten chig. Om tari tu re so ha. 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 And in the Gampa, when you put your book away, the covers are a little bit fragile, so if you close it, that will help us preserve them for a longer time. Thank you.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Good night. Thanks, everybody.